It's Ashley. First of all, I want you to know that I sound a lot worse than I feel. But I had a devotional today that I absolutely could not wait to share with you. And it's really good. I think that it will touch a lot of you guys. So I'm just going to get started. So I apologize if you can't hear me really well. I'm out in the garage because there's no locusts out here. So here goes. The title is called The Very Next Step You Take. And if you want to look up the verse, it is Romans 6:19. Thought for the day. Victory isn't a place we arrive at and then relax. Victory is when we pick something healthy over something not beneficial for us again and again. This is Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst, in case you guys decide that you want to get it. And it's all about craving God, not food. She writes, when I'm at my lowest emotionally, even I don't want to follow my own advice. I don't want to be made new in the attitude of my mind, nor do I want to put on my new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. What I want to do is cry. I want to withdraw. I want to be jealous that others don't have my issues. I want to be mad at God for giving me this metabolism. And I want my very next choice to be high in calories, fried in fat, and iced with something that makes my taste buds sing. I want victory, but I feel so weak. This hardly sounds like someone who has conquered her food issues, right? The reality is, even when we stand on the scale and see our goal weight staring back at us, we're still just one choice away from reversing all the progress we've made. I'm not saying that victory isn't possible. It is. But victory isn't a place that we arrive at and relax. Victory is when we pick something healthy again. Victory is when we pick something healthy over something not beneficial for us, and we do it again and again and again. We maintain our victories with each next choice. And she again references Romans 6:19. And then you see, the very next choice we make really isn't about food, weight, or even the negative feelings that we carry around when we're choosing poorly. It's about whether or not we're positioning ourselves for holiness, to live the kind of God-honoring lives in which, by God's strength, sustained discipline is possible. So how does one tap into God's strength? Certainly with prayer, definitely through Bible reading, but there's another part to it. We tap into God's strength by practicing the gentle art of balance. God's holy people knew there was a time to feast, a time to fast, and a time for simple daily nourishment. That's what it means to practice balance. If I understand balance, I will eat to live, not live to eat. I will enjoy nourishment, not gorge on empty calories. I will eat until satisfied, not eat to be satisfied. As Romans 6:19 says, I will make the right choices that honor God and lead to holiness, rather than constant indulgences that lead to defeat. Whether the struggle is a food issue, a moral issue, an emotional issue, or a relationship issue, deep down, you know when something is pulling your heart away from God. Deciding to live in a place of sustained discipline means making the choice not to view a struggle as an inevitable curse, but rather to see it as something good, something from which to learn and grow stronger. And one good choice later, you will taste the empowerment of true balance and continue reaching forward from there. What this made me think about as I'm reading it was how some of us in the business that have been here I've been in for almost 2 years now. November, Thanksgiving will mark my 2-year date. And a lot of times I get really discouraged when I see promotions. I get discouraged when I see pictures from Dash because I'm not there, because I haven't reached that yet, because I've had struggles that some of these other people have not had, because maybe I haven't made the same choices that they have had. However, how I choose to view my situation is what deems how do I explain this? Instead of complaining about the struggle that I've had in my business, instead I need to be thankful, because in a lot of ways I have grown personally, I have grown spiritually, and I've grown more knowledgeable in the struggles that I have had, rather than if my journey would have been as easy as theirs. So I think that sometimes we need to be grateful for our journey. We need to be grateful for the struggles, because without the struggles, it wouldn't have made us stronger. It's very similar to a weightlifter. If a weightlifter only works on cardio, and if they only focus on how hard it is to lift those weights, their muscles cannot break down and rebuild to grow stronger unless they lift the heavy stuff. And I think that that's very true in our business. And I hope that you can start looking at some of the struggles in your business as ways to grow and ways to learn from. And I'm really going to try to change my outlook to understand that some of the things that happen in my business and happen in my life are happening so that I can become a better person, so I can become a better friend and a better leader. So I hope this has helped you. And if you have any questions, give me a holler. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.